Hey nerds, welcome back to another episode on the Slow Nerd server. It's me, Big Speezy. You may have forgotten about me. It's been 2 months since my last update. Anyways, today, I don't know that we're going to be build heavy because we've got a lot to catch up on. So let's head back over to Grand Terminal. Grand Terminal? Grand Terminal and see the updates. There we go. See the updates that we've made to the station. Let's turn around. We're going the wrong way. All right, let's go. All right, let's see if we make it here. The first thing that we've done in our progress over the last 2 months is we've made some upgrades to Snug. Now, when we get to the end of the line, it's not going to turn us around. It's actually going to eject us. And we made a ticket office to head to Grand Terminal. And what's this? We've made some street lights. We've made a path if you want to go the manual route. A little sign post board. I saw this online. I forget who the designer was, but it's a neat little message board. Kind of fits the mass transit kind of idea. And then we've got our little ticket office. Let's see if nobody's in there. Nicely decorated. Signs tell us, hey, departures are over here, silly. And all the individual little ticket offices. Don't ask me how anybody's supposed to get over here. That's for your imagination, okay? Now, let's get out of here before it gets too dangerous. Oh, missed the cart. Now, get back here. There we go. Let's try this again, shall we? Have a little wave to Nano. And this is the next update. So I've added a line that goes directly to Grand Terminal. Haven't finished it yet, but I have made the line, which I think might be the most difficult part, cutting it through some of this terrain. I will have to decorate these so it's not just plain stone walls and some random ores. I have now started doing some terraforming. So you can see here the line with the bricks. We go over a bridge, and if we go out to free cam while I spin through, you can see our nice little bridge with some rocks that I have missed a spot. But we got a nice bridge overlooking Grand Terminal with some more landscaping. We got some ponds. We got a nice little waterfall here. Please don't shoot me. Oh, no. Please don't shoot me. I'm trying to leave. It's dangerous over in this area. This brings us down into Grand Terminal. So I don't have any other connecting lines from here, but the same kind of idea. The cart gets taken off into the cactus, and then if we want to go back into town, press the button and go. This still has to be updated, but I wanted to put in temporary stairs. So this is like your metro station to head up into Grand Terminal to connect you to the rest of the rail lines. Again, still a lot of work in progress. This is kind of defining the hallway. Up here, nothing yet. I've added some pillars. And this is kind of going to be the idea. I want to add movement into this area. So it's not just going to be this. Maybe think of it like a conveyor belt with luggage or stuff coming through. And this is just simple. It's carpet over top of some powered rails and a minecart going through it. It's kind of nice. It looks like things just going along a conveyor belt. So that'll add some movement. We'll think of some other things. Maybe add a couple villagers here or there. Make it like a ticket security kind of checkpoint. Let's see. Then we head over to our villager trading area. I brought a lot of villagers over here. Didn't really want to capture that on camera. Working with villagers. Villagers are dumb. So I've got traders for melons, pumpkins. They give me my golden carrots. I've got masons if I want some more quartz. So as you can see, there's a lot of quartz that we need. Upstairs, I want to put a little bit more, so we put this little elevator up. And we've got a couple librarians. The bulk of our books, we're just going to use the shopping district. So I've got the big ones though: mending, unbreaking, protection. Not that I even need them. I more or less got these guys to try and trade for glass. And up here with my texture pack, you can't really see it, but I've got a chute down here. That is our melon and pumpkins, so we'll go see that in a second. Then we've got all of these guys trading the special tipped arrows, and I am missing one. I don't know. Either I forgot to add one, or he died. I don't think he died. He's protected here. Let's go ahead and sleep. No, let's leave it night. You can tell I really know what I want to do here. And then heading over here, I don't know if I shared this, but again, more interior being built. I think maybe I'll add another nether portal here. And this one, we're just going to put some interior in, practice our interior skills since we like to leave a lot of things blank. And then up here, we have yet to finish, but we've got more traders. These are our iron guys. We have an iron farm below us. And this is where we get kind of all of our backup gear if we need it. Crossing our fingers, we have not died recently. But in case we need any backup gear, we got our own little iron traders up here. So next, let's head over to where our storage is. Frange helped us out to get started. And I'm really excited about the storage area and what we are doing with it. So the idea kind of came to me. Frange gave me this, built this one out for me. So we've got some small storage, enough to hold like a barrel of items. Everything you see with stone is not yet sorted. I just want to leave one stone here. But everything else that you see, materials, we've got all the little identifying blocks for it. We added some chains. We added some grindstones with the pulleys. I'm not going to do the sorting yet because, as you can see on our next visit, we really don't have it set up yet. So I disconnected everything, but we'd put in input and it would go down, shoot back up this pipe, and then all the magic happens where it sorts through. And eventually, once it runs out of here, we will go to our bulk storage. Now, our bulk storage is down. And this idea came to me. I wanted to make something rail themed still to go with the base. So down here, far down below, we have a metro system. And our storage is going to be like a metro. And you can see from all the little details, I've added some flickering lights. And some of these flicker. You can see the drips as well. So we got some leaky pipes, just some moisture coming down here in the Metro. Really, it's kind of just an eerie little feeling, drab area. This is still a work in progress, as you can see. Trying to lay out all the storage that I want or need. It's a lot of redstone work using the trusty and reliable impulse sorting system. So I got to finish it out with redstone, and I got to run all the lines so it sorts. But I think what I'm going to do is sort things by how you acquire it. You got things that you get with your pickaxe, so like stone, cobble, sandstone, andesite, all that kind of good stuff. And down here, when we clear out this section, we'll get shovels. So sand, gravel, dirt, grass, all that kind of good stuff. Then we come over across the rails, mind the gap. Next, then we're going to have like combat items, mob drops. So we'll put our armor, weapons, tools, any of the mob drops that we get, either friendly or hostile mob drops. I feel like we can sort that here. And then on this section, I'm going to use kind of some high traffic items that I get a lot of: stone, dirt, sand, gravel, wood. And then lastly, I think the wood items. So the kind of handy items that we use, wood and like pickaxe items, those will all go here and as kind of our first entrance. But I really like the vibe down here. Like I said, it just kind of came to me. Subway would be awesome. So that's what we're working on. Let's go up here and look at the redstone then, because it's pretty simple redstone to make these lights flicker, and I think it's a cool little effect. So the first one on these copper bulbs is a flicker technique, and I forget where I've seen this. I think Impulse used this on Metro Mayhem. So the beginning subway section, you put a armor stand on a redstone ore, and it occasionally changes the state of this ore to then flick the observer, which then runs a signal through this. You can see it right there. And it has these lights flicker. So it's completely random. And let's go see if we can watch it again, see if we get another one to flicker. So some of these are set up to flicker. Some of these are set up to just remain constant. And it's very quick and subtle. It's not like the ones over here to the right of your screen where it's flickering a lot. We used a different technique on that one. Oh, there we go. We saw that one flicker. That was pretty cool. All right, so that's the idea. Occasionally, one of these lights is going to flicker. And it's really only set up, I set it up for 2 on that one, 2 on that one, really only 1 here. Because we don't want all of our lights to be malfunctioning. You can see here, we've got regular functioning lights. Here's how we made that dripping. So we just put some water, random water places, and it's going to drip. We'll also have our water lines dripping where the sorting system's running. So this is where that pipe comes down from the sorter and then shoots the items back up through our sorting system. And let's see. Over here, the redstone then for the other flickering lights. If I can get over there. This one uses a different system and a different light. So we're using redstone lamps here. So this one uses a hopper clock to just one item going back and forth between hoppers. It reads the item being in that hopper, which then fires a redstone signal to a dropper, which we have stackable and non-stackable items in it. The stackable items only send a pulse of 2 through here. The non-stackable ones send a pulse of 3, which then turns the redstone lamp off. So you can see it's got a constant flow. If we just turn this off real quick. So you can see here, this lamp has a constant flow until you interrupt it with this signal. So every time a non-stackable item comes through, it turns off the redstone lamp, which then gives the flicker. And that kind of gives it, I don't know, I feel like it's a little creepy vibe, but it's kind of, if you've ever been in a subway, you have that one light randomly that just flickers. And this is, I feel like this is kind of the quickest flicker that I can offer on it. So we're going to continue to work and grind on this. I don't know that I'll do time lapses because it's a lot of busy work sorting through things, figuring out what we want to store, what we want to throw in miscellaneous chests. Oh yeah, and this line, I don't know if I'm going to, see, I'm still kind of planning this out. The rail, if I do it the same as this one, I'm going to need a lot of space, but I thought let's put a rail here. It's going to run into this storage system on this side. So I might need to scrap this idea, completely winging this area. It came to me. I don't know if I like these copper grates all the way through. So I might have to change that design too. I do like this with alternating between lamps and the cut copper. I don't know if I want to change the stone to give it another color. I do know that I want to add some texture to our columns. Don't just want to keep it stone all the way through. Although it is a subway, it is kind of just supposed to be drab. Still kind of just planning it out as I go. Let's see. So we've touched on that. Let's go. Last time I uploaded, the station wasn't completed. Now, the outside of our station is fully completed. So let's take a walk. This is the fully completed station. And it's going to go for a long time. Let's search through my inventory and get some rockets. We're going to fly down here. The station is roughly like 400 or 500 blocks long. And I want to do something fun around here too. I want to make an electric course. You know, there's plenty of room to fly in here. As you can see, kind of just flying around. I think it would be fun to add some rings in here. Have the nerds come around the station and, you know, test their flying skills because there's plenty of space here. We have added some farms up here. We've got just using this space because really I had no plan for it. It's just this massive building. So I'm hiding some of the farms. I've got a moss farm here to stock our moss shop. We've got an auto chicken farm, so it cooks up some chicken for us. Made that before we moved the villagers. And now we really use golden carrots. Let's see, what's this? A firework factory. So we made some pretty fireworks. Not the flying ones. The ones that you kind of shoot off and have a fireworks show. So we'll go see that after. And then this is our melon and pumpkin farm. So this is completely automatic. I have it turned off right now. Let's see if I turn it on, if it's going to run. might be in the it's on a timer as well. So oh, yep, it is running. So the mine carts are going. They collect all of the melons and pumpkins. They feed it here. The melons and pumpkins get sorted out. Our melons then go into this auto crafter, so it crafts them back up from melon slices into watermelon. The watermelons then go over here to this shulker loader. The pumpkins get auto sorted to this. And then once they completely fill up, I don't know if either of these are completely filled, they go down to our farmers. So we have a chest sorted out, and I didn't show that when we were down here before. We've got chests that are just automatically filling up with shulkers full of melons and pumpkins. So I'm going to have to... I've not had this running for a while just because I've got so many melons and pumpkins. And I really don't trade all that much with these guys. Just kind of did it out of force of habit. And what else have we been working on? So haven't started an electric course, but that is the idea here. It is going to nighttime, so let's see if we can do a quick fireworks show. And then this one's cool. It took me a little bit to figure out the redstone timing for it, but for just a diamond, we take that firework factory that we have up there, and we have our own little personal fireworks show. So let's wait for a little darkness here. Hopefully I don't have phantoms. I might have phantoms, so let's go ahead and run it. Here comes. And it's completely random. All the dispensers have different fireworks in them. So each time you're going to get slightly different show, slightly different fireworks. All right, the last update that we've been working on is a golf course. I really had a lot of fun with the last couple times we've had golf on the server. We have one way over there in a mesa, but I wanted to add a personal one around the station. You know, wrap it all the way around. You get great views of the station, but make it feel more natural. So I don't have out of bounds here on this course, but what I've done is I've only created fairways, and if for some reason you go off course, then you just got to play it off of ice, or not off of the ice. So as long as you stay on the fairways, you are pretty good. And I only have 3 holes built so far, but the intent and the goal is, now that we have an ice shop, is to build out, really only have 2 holes, to build out a full 18. And it takes a lot of time to like plan out, okay, this is where I want the hole to go, digging out the terrain and then replacing it with ice, making sure the ice doesn't melt, because on some of these, the ice that I use on the edge is not this packed ice or blue ice, it's the regular ice. So if your shot's going wide, it's not going to slide as far than if you went straight down the fairway. So that's the idea. Again, it's taken quite a bit of time, but I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome once it's done, because this is, like I said, you're going to get amazing views of the station as we continue to go and build out the holes. You'll see all the different terrain that's around. We built a custom tree here. But that's the updates that I've made around the base. A steampunk duck showed up here. Doc made us a steampunk duck. And that's kind of a cool addition to our Bay Area. Waffle and I are trying to go with like steampunky vibes. There's a trader down there. Waffle's leaning more into the steampunk. I have not yet figured out what I want to do steampunk wise. My sorting system kind of goes there with the copper and the pipes, with things all just flying around. But I've still got to incorporate some steampunk stuff here. But I think that's been it. No actual building. Just wanted to catch everybody up. Hope you enjoyed this walkthrough update of the station area. And before we go, there was one other thing that I did, and that was creeper head hunting. And if you know, you need creeper heads, you need charge creeper heads to make a banner, or you need a creeper head to make a banner. And the only way to get a creeper head is to get a charge creeper. And to get a charge creeper, you need lightning and thunder. Well, I sat around and waited for 3 days. So I recorded all 3 of those days. Enjoy. Hey everyone, Big Speezy here. And we are hunting charged creepers. I am a professional, but I do have to put out signs to make sure that nobody gets caught up in this mess, because I left a lot here just in the shopping district, and I am waiting around for thunder. It's been raining. I don't know when the thunder timer is up, but I've got some lightning rods here, and we've got creepers waiting around. We're trying to get a charged creeper head for Rose and her banner shop. So let's wait. I saw an ad once for a radio. It said, "Hey, radio for sale, $1. You just can't change the volume. It's stuck on full." And I thought to myself, well, that's a deal I can't turn down. Sponges grow in the ocean. That kills me, because I wonder how deep the ocean would be if that didn't happen. The surface of the Earth is approximately 70% water, yet none of it's carbonated, thus proving the Earth is flat. Another night. Still no thunder.